Hello everybody, my name is Delzar Slit, and today we're doing a reaction video to the Fetish Political Compass. So, I have no idea who the fuck this is. This is jREG. I just saw it in my recommended section and thought, hey, is that Little Dicky with a fucking meme video? But it's not Little Dicky from what I can tell, so let's get into this.
So a couple of months ago, these two political compasses were posted in my
What?
subreddit. They're graphs marking the fetishes of nearly 20,000 people based off of their position on the political compass. I
Huh,
interviewed the creator of this study, and I will be splicing in her
that's
insights throughout the video.
actually incredibly interesting. At first, I thought he was just making a random fucking thing, and he was just assigning it based off of stereotypes. But if this is actually backed in evidence, that makes me want to ask a lot more questions now. Ah, shit. Let's go into it.
Let's explore these compasses and see what we find. Now, broadly, we can just see that there's more right wing associated fetishes for men and more left wing associated fetishes for women.
Hmm.
This furthers my theory that the real political divide in this country is actually between the sexes. Each fetish here is denoted by how taboo it is. So the darker nodes are more taboo, and the less dark nodes are less taboo. So here, for example, you can obviously tell that vor is more taboo than latex. How the researcher
Fair.
decided what was and wasn't taboo was done in a previous study.
It just told you, local. Local, you just got the answer. That was so fast. Local asked that question like as soon as it happened. So what is the Reddit section of top that one?
Taboo than latex. How the researcher decided what was and wasn't taboo was done in
You
a
10
previous
seconds
study
later.
where she asked the people what they thought was more taboo or less taboo.
Imagine you have this kink and you have to announce to like a group of people or your grandma, like on a scale from one to awful, like how bad would this be?
Right.
And then I had people rate it as like basically a proxy for tabooness, which means basically that the more taboo a thing is, the fewer people are interested in it. Which one is your weirdest one?
Mine?
Yeah, all the stuff you're into. What's the one farthest to the right on the graph?
It's tricky. You did think it would be on the list. It has to be on the list. Everything on the list. Okay, let's go off of these things. Okay. 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 Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Fine. Cool. 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 I don't want this. Cool. 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 The fuck? No. Cool. Eh. If watched. Yeah. Eh. Meh. Meh. No. Just no. No. Ain't tried it. The hell does this mean? What the hell is creepy crawlies? Excuse me, the hell is that? Eh. No. No, no, no. These three deserve to go to hell.
Well, I have every fetish
Spider.
simultaneously. So, yes,
So you're
every.
necrophiliac.
Yes. Yeah. Now, because I have a bad case of monetizationophilia, I'm not going to use some of the words here, but I'm sure you can read.
Who can say where the wind blows, where the noise goes? Na, na, na.
There are other caveats about the data.
So we have the confidence, and we also have the strength of the correlation. And so the correlations all have very low strength, but pretty high confidence.
Of course, you can just read the study
Mhm,
itself
mhm.
where they have all the caveats there. So for men, 15,600 men were surveyed, and this is what we got. First things first, on the far left, we have group stuff. So, for example, this looks like a perfect corollary for community stuff. This kind of off-compass left-wing ideology that says everybody should share everything. It's
That's
almost
not a
like a
sprinkler
hive
laugh.
mind. So, group stuff seems like it should be in that same sphere. It makes sense. The politics kind of matches onto the fetish pretty neatly.
One thing to do is like whenever you're coming with theories or something, like pretend that you actually found the opposite finding.
Yeah.
And then like what would you what kind of theories would you make up?
So this seems to make perfect sense, right? But the researcher here brings up a really good point,
Mhm,
which is
mhm.
that every time you want to draw a conclusion based on some data, ask yourself what conclusion you would be drawing if the data was in the opposite corner. Now, if it was on the opposite
So
end, we would
don't
probably
be
be saying
biased.
something like, Well, of course, it's something like a harem. It's hierarchical. Maybe there's one man and a bunch of women, and that strikes you as more of a right wing idea. But I think this one makes sense just because
Group stuff
most
is
people's
interesting.
conception of what group stuff is
Poly.
more along the lines of consensual, communal. Everyone's just sharing everything, fluids included. But I would take this point with you
Very fun.
when we look at the rest of this data and we draw conclusions based off of it. Ask yourself what kind of conclusions you might be drawing if the data was saying
Neat.
the opposite thing, right? Okay, this is interesting as well. Along
Lovely
the
local.
authoritarian axis, you seem to be getting the difference between submission and domination.
Okay, hold up. We're just gonna like go up a little bit, and we're gonna look at this. As long as it doesn't cause me actual long-lasting damage, okay. Well, technically can't do this unless we're talking pegging. Yeah, I literally opened a throne account, and if you look in the stream, okay, okay. I wonder why these two are very close to this one right here. I wonder why these two are very close together. Yeah, fine, okay, and male submitting, pushing little dudes down and fuck. Um, we're just gonna keep moving. Sorry, it took me a second to get up and grab a blanket, so I'm cold as fuck. The vent is literally above my damn head.
So, lib left, you have males submitting. And then off left, like almost like right above it, almost like it's topping it, you have males
Mel,
dominating.
like it's
I
topping
think
it.
that this
Yes.
is maybe justification for all the porn that was drawn about my leftist characters. You know, where the off left doms the lib left. I don't know how to feel
Del,
about
are you?
that. Lib left, essentially. We have females dominating. That's the defining fetish.
Am I a sub? I am a definite switch. You know what? Normally I wouldn't get into this, but due to the video topic, I can basically say whatever the fuck I want under the disguise of it's all a joke. Um, I'll push it. I'll push it until there's pushback. The subbier the person is in comparison to me, the more they get pushed. The more dobby I become. It's actually really funny because that reminds me of the many times where it comes to just downright flirting. Damn right, I'll push something.
But then on the right, we have males dominating.
Okay, let's see whatever the fuck's going on. 24/7 power dynamics. It'd be cool, but I can't do it. I'm sorry. At some point, if you decide to eat my damn food, I don't give a damn if you're supposed to be Dom. I'm gonna be like, hey yo, motherfucker, give me my shit back. I don't give a damn if this is 24/7. I will not be taking your advantage of. Give me my food. Give me my money. Where's my shit? Okay, creepy crawlies. I'd be very interested in understanding what the hell that actually means. Feet. Feet are an interesting category just because I. Is it weird to say you want to have someone lick your toes, but you don't know who the fuck would do this? Meh. Anyways, uniforms. Yeah, I could be down in a uniform. Males dominating. Exhibitionism. Incest. No, no, no. This one just annoys me. This one annoys me for many reasons. Voyeurism. You can watch, or I can. Either one doesn't matter.
What do you think about that tension?
It's one of like the primary things I want to study right now is like what the fuck is up with like gender and dom submission stuff. And it's really interesting that it seems to be like a left-right thing. So I did like a date me survey where I had a whole bunch
Are
of
socks separate?
and attempted date
I think that's more of a
and really,
clothing
really
fetish
scored.
that happens to
So I
be
got to
associated with a
see
body
like a
part
couple
fetish at the
thousand
same time.
responses
Those things
for
can
one of
usually
the
be associated with
questions,
each other,
and I got
but
to
they're
see
not the
correlation
same
like how
things.
dominant and submissive they reported being with like a lot of other stuff, and generally it seemed to be correlated with being more extroverted, being more conscientious, being more outdoorsy, basically like sort of like physical activity.
Lib left in general here, for men especially, is just rife with male submission. I mean, male submitting, male use of toys, pegging, female domination.
Use
There's
of
a lot of this
toys.
data in the
Eh.
off left quadrant, but we have things like sadism, males dominating, and females dominating. What's the difference between male submitting and female dominating?
Sometimes people prefer females dominating and females submitting, like a woman dominating another female would be like your preference. So maybe you want to watch like a woman beat up a woman, but you don't want to watch men beat up a woman. Like it has to be woman on woman violence, right?
Violence is violence.
Excellent.
Violence is
I
violence.
stretch for some reason. I'm feeling a little bit of tension in my
But there's
balls.
violence,
A
and then
lot
there's
of
hurting people, and then there's
solidly
harming
right
people.
libertarian fetishes, and they seem to be more of a right.
No.
Unity thing, especially for men. I mean, these lib right fetishes like necrophilia and incest, they're really just kind of like, far right on the political compass. So auth right is fascinating. We have stuff like 24/7 power.
Yeah. Honestly, pretty chill. Pretty chill. Cool in concept, not in realism. Fucking scares me. Would I try it? Man, fuck it. I would definitely need to know you for far more than like 2 years.
Power dynamics, which is where someone controls someone else's life entirely, 24/7, as a fetish. Okay.
Local, I'm gonna assume that bestiality is counting furries. That's my main guess. But if it's not, I'm not gonna say anything on it. If it's actual animals, the fuck. But I'm guessing it's counting furries, and that explains why it's so middle. Because it's like just there. Because there's such a vast amount of furries that you can basically flood the data with it. It better fucking be. I hope it is. I hope it is.
Just at a glance, scat, race play, pedo, bestiality, lactation, sounding. Sounding.
The
I know
fuck?
what sounding is now.
Deal with
I
it.
wish I didn't.
Deal with
I
it.
hope you don't look it up.
Now,
It's fine.
do I
Deal
want to
with
know what
it, bitch.
sounding is?
Do you want to guess from the name?
It's like when you are. I did in my fetish video. There's like a fetish
I don't
where like
know.
you're attracted to music.
I,
I'm really I'm like I'm doing like
I'm gonna be honest with you, local. I think it's because monsters come in every group. Why is it here? Simple. Because that monsters are everywhere. They're not people, but they exist on every part of the alignment chart. There is no part of the alignment chart where they don't exist. That's why they're a problem. Because if they were all in one spot, it would be really easy to get them. But they're not. They're everywhere. There's nothing you can do about it. Fuck the pedophiles. Well, no, don't fuck the pedophiles. Kill the pedophiles. Sorry. You know what the hell I meant. Anyways, let's get into the video.
a low ball.
Can I take back the life choices that led me to this position?
No.
No. No, I don't think I can. I think the only way forward is forwards. Nothing exists but what is in front of you. Crawl. All right. I think the thing.
I'll say this at least, right? The three, those three, I can rank them in order of how awful they are. Well, actually, no. One of them is only less awful than the other three. Only reason I say necrophilia is less evil is because it's not a person. But even then, the fact that you decided to do this is horrid. It hurts me internally to even imagine what the fuck goes through your head. And I'm now realizing, like, I was coming to this video for haha he he, and realized those three are actually in the middle for the most part. That's fucked up. It just means that there's a bunch of those fucking people.
To focus on in this quadrant is race play because auth-right is the most stereotypically racist quadrant, right?
Yeah,
But it seems that race play is their quintessential fetish. I think the obvious conclusion to draw there is that the more something is repressed politically, the more appealing it becomes sexually. This seems to track though, right? Like, let's look at dirtiness. Dirtiness is authoritarian, but what do authoritarians hate? Authoritarians have a.
you didn't see me. So like, I showed up for like the last 30 minutes of the stream because I decided to go and do other stuff, and then didn't pay attention. So then I watched the VOD again. I got into Neo's VR. Define dirtiness. I'm going to assume that is either the people who like to be covered in slime and fuck because ooey gooey hentai shit. Or the people who like to be just covered in mud and other gunk because they just find it fucking good. That, or they're talking about the people who like to be hot and bothered and super fucking sweaty. In which I guess you like basically completely being covered in. Slayer, you shouldn't be here. This entire video is about sexual shit. We're only halfway through. You really, if you don't want them to hear sexual shit, run. Oh yeah, you're in a Discord call. Fuck, sorry. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Lower disgust tolerance. So stuff like things being dirty and unclean, someone who is naturally more politically authoritarian is probably more likely to dislike dirty things, which means, or which seems to imply at least, that the filth, the dirtiness, they're not attracted to dirt in spite of their disgust.
It's basically okay. This video is basically taking fetishes and then assigning them where they belong on the political compass. So this is politics and sexual shit. Two things that shouldn't be mixed, but they are. It's beautiful and also horrid.
They're attracted to dirt because of their disgust.
People on the
Yeah,
left are into like group sex, fuda, pegging, female domination.
they
On
really
the
shouldn't be
right is
mixed, but it
more
is.
like disgust oriented.
Yes.
So it's
Nope, it's actual filth. I can understand filth depending on the type of filth. Why? I watched someone decide to throw themselves upon a human-sized glue trap, and it was incredibly intriguing for two reasons. Send me a weapon? Yes, you can. You could definitely do that.
like a gender to disgust spectrum. It's like, are your fetishes more gender oriented or are they more disgust oriented?
There were a lot less women surveyed, around 3 or 4,000 compared to the 15,000 men. What I
Well, that's a lot. Yeah, that means that your results are going to be a lot stronger.
mostly want to focus on here is that the male graphs and the female graphs are mostly pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm.
For example, race play in the male graph is roughly in the same quadrant or in the same general area as race play in the female graph. There are some differences you can compare and contrast for yourself, but
Huh.
mostly they remain pretty constant.
So what's interesting to me about this is that if you go to the female preferred fetishes on this list, which is so this list is organized by the male versus female preferences.
Yeah.
So the very top is the ones that the males prefer disproportionately, not like total number, but like compared to women. So even if like both of the numbers are very small, if the ratio is high,
Is genuinely compassion and affection and helping your partner heal with their physical and mental health. Local, that's called being an actually good person. That's not a fetish. And if it is a fetish for you, it's valid to call it that. But that's just called being good.
then it'll appear up there. So the top we have like anal, voyeurism, lactation, I guess, which makes sense. At the bottom you have masochism, male domination, male use of sex toys, rape play, asphyxiation, choking.
And vor. Of course, local. Of course. For reference, local. That section of that certain VOD, it don't exist, or at least it won't exist. Um, who cares? Fuck it. Am I in the vor? Technically, from what perspective? I won't explain unless you decide to ask me separately when I'm not doing videos. Slayer, I'm. And I will say it verbally so that there is no actual evidence. Who cares? I'll just say it this way. Tail vor is best vor. Anyone can change my mind, but you won't.
Heavy bondage, spanking, all of these are preferred by females more than males prefer anal sex. which is the most male preferred fetish. So basically, women are like super into BDSM.
So for females,
I literally just went back against everything I said. I said tell vor is best for. Why? Because it's better. It's too scary to me, the idea of unhinging your jaw. Just make a different orifice for it to go through.
on the farthest to far left, we have females dominating, and on
Mm-hmm.
the farthest to far right, we have males dominating. Okay, so it's not actually the farthest to far right. Even further right is race play again, this time seeming to be more of a right unity thing for women. Scat is the quintessential female
What?
authoritarian right wing fetish. Okay,
Huh.
again, I have to point this out. An authoritarian fetish, the authoritarian, the quintessential authoritarian fetish
Shit.
is age play, which
Not surprised.
the almost one of the most fundamental, breaking points for the libertarian authoritarian debate is the age of consent. You need that state. That's the argument. You need that state to enforce the age of consent, right? So authoritarians often make a
Is age
case for
play?
protecting children.
I was gonna say, I feel like age play. The fact that age play has been separated from pedophilia implies that the way that this question was asked for the ABDL group.
So what's going on here? I mean, if age play was a libertarian fetish, um, we would say, of course, because that tracks, and it also fits with the.
But wasn't it literally shown earlier? Eh, I know that, but I'm trying to understand, like, if these two. Okay, my reason for not considering them the same right now is because they were shown as two different sections on this graph, which makes me wonder. That means okay. So here's my thing, right? If these are two different sections on this graph, that means the people who answered pedophilia were definitely pedophiles because they answered with pedophilia. They weren't even trying to hide underneath the other group name. Did she turn those people in? Did she do her civil duty and like turn them in when they answered that question? Like that seems like a thing where you go, ah ha ha. Yeah, no, I agree with you, local. I'm just saying, like, it's making me wonder because like were they interviewed anonymous? Fair, fair. That is probably a good answer. I got so many questions for these people.
ANCAP stereotype of having a child wife, right? But for it to be an authoritarian fetish, it goes back to this idea, in my opinion, and you can tell me what you think, but it goes back to the idea of the more something's repressed, the the hotter it seems to be. Okay, so one thing that you should know is that the graphs you see here have been stretched along the authoritarian
Probably,
left, libertarian right axis because the original data was basically like very linear. It looked like a line, and this was the original
yeah.
data, and then this was how it's better, more fun representation in a graph.
It could be that just it's very correlated. Like if you tend to be more
YouTube music.
God damn it. Nope. Just gonna let this play in the background as we wait for this to go by.
libertarian, you tend to be more right or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like this part and this part tend to be like very much correlate with the amount of
You see
Unfortunately, we don't have every single user's exact political compass score. So, a moderate lib left is pulling that fetish just as much as a straight up anarcho communist would. There was also no centrist option. So, the ones near the center are the ones that are actually being pulled on by every quadrant instead of just ones that centrists might like.
So the things that are near the center, does that mean that it's about an even distribution of all of the different like quadrants?
yeah.
Right.
The correlation for
Wait, is there a difference? Yeah, so pet play is over here and bestiality is over here. So very different things. The fact that there are different separations between these different groups is telling me a lot. That makes me. I wonder what the fuck the questions were now. Like, what were the questions that they had to answer and mark off? Yeah, Wait, there's animal roleplay too? Where's animal roleplay? The fuck? Is that here right now, or should I wait till they zoom out some more?
One is weaker, which means that it's more likely to be sort of chance that we got that result.
Do you remember what color animal roleplay was under? Because I don't see that one. It's in red. I see pet play. Is that what you're talking about? I maybe you're dreaming something up. I don't know.
So, but the farther away it is from the center, the less likely it is that we found that result due to chance.
Is it possible to have a truly centrist fetish? That's a question.
Most centered, like missionary position.
Yeah, like missionary.
Is what seems to be the middle for women. I would say like anal's a pretty centrist fetish.
Okay, so looking around the center, there are some very taboo fetishes, which we'll call anti-centrist fetishes in the center, represented in the center. And then there are some non-taboo fetishes, which we'll call centrist fetishes. So centrist fetishes seem to be stuff like spanking.
Okay, fair enough.
Females submitting.
Okay, cool.
Latex.
Cool.
Inanimate objects.
Okay.
Choking, asphyxiation.
Okay.
Positions besides missionary. Those ones are good examples of centrist. But then for the anti-centrist fetishes, we have the things I didn't mention. Yeah, that's right. As an anti-centrist, I recommend you. I'm not going to finish this sentence. Okay, I'm going to use this last section to just put some interesting sections from the article, as well as giving some interesting insights from the researcher here. Both men and women were more likely to be gay if they identified with the libertarian left quadrant. Who is surprised by this? It's still very interesting to see that seemingly get confirmed, though. There was no correlation between age and political identity on the graph. That's pretty strange because, you would expect there's a stereotype. You start off as a leftist, and then you pay taxes once and you become a conservative. That seems to go against
what?
That
I've never heard of that
stereotype.
stereotype.
There wasn't a correlation in age found, except maybe
I found location to be more of your political
this
shit
point about
than
which
this.
quadrant had the most taboo fetishes. It seems to be lib-right for men and off-left for women. But this is mainly because it was weighed down a lot by stuff like, incest and necrophilia, just on the line between lib-right and off-right. So really, it could have gone on either. And for women, stuff like sounding and vor are just like right on the line of being, authoritarian right as well. So really, it seems like the most taboo fetishes are.
Wait, pause. What is it for pause? To the left of pet play? Are you actually watching this, staring at the points? Animal roleplay or it's animal roleplay or pet play. So it's just pet play, but they decided to make it a really long title. That's what it is. So that's what that is. It's just pet play, but with a long ass title. Yeah, there's an or, which I feel like is it's a very different thing than me saying "Come here, kitten," and saying "Hello, kitten. Are you my little Discord kitten?" The fuck. Actually, you know what? After making that one joke, I'm gonna have to delete this video. No, there's too many things in this video to delete. Fuck it. If you made it to this point, I'm sorry. Let's just finish the video. Yeah.
Just on the line between lib-right and off-right, so really, it could have gone on either. And for women, stuff like sounding and vor.
Sounding and vor. Don't clip this shit. Please. Fuck it. Don't you? Hey. You can clip it. You can save it. Keep it to yourself. Don't share this shit. Anyways, my fuck. There's nothing I can do to stop y'all. Don't DM it to me. What the hell? What's wrong with you people? Why are you trying to share this? You trying to like gather incriminating evidence against me? The fuck. Anyways, Vor. Tell Vor is best for. Sounding. Mm, I'd try it.
or are just like right on the line of being, authoritarian right as well. So really, it seems like the most taboo fetishes are either authoritarian center or right center. Thank you to the creator of this study. You can participate in more polls like these. I think she does them pretty frequently.
Mental illness, political compass. Huh. The fact that you've listed certain things on here may have me as problems. Anyways, I'll definitely be checking out this channel some more though. We're gonna subscribe and we're gonna like and we're gonna have a description and make sure to like link all this stuff. All the offset monetization. Oh, so yeah, his Patreon. Okay, Instagram, Twitter. I'm gonna have a link to his channel in this video, and you can go there to find this stuff. Okay. Thank you. My name's been Delzar Slick. Please have a lovely fucking day. And when you see this video, you didn't know what the hell happened, okay? I'm sorry. I apologize. You'll probably be seeing this sometime in like November, okay? Which means I have plenty of time since this was filmed in August to have complete dread and hatred for myself for even saying any of the shit that I said here. Anyways, goodbye.